welcome to Pumpkin's Nail Station. Today I'm refilming a clip for this because I've already filmed me trying this on an Aimeli manicure that I removed, but I've lost the beginning part to the video, so I'm going to refilm the intro of what the video is about, and we're also going to put it to the test with this EC Cosmetics one step polish on one nail. So I'm basically just going to pop this on my nail now, and then we're going to try and remove this, and then later on in the video I have it on removing an Aimeli gel, so you'll see that. So we'll put this to the test. I'm only doing one nail because I'm completing my polygel nails, so I'm not going to do a full hand of this. We're just going to do one nail. I'm doing this backwards, so it's hard to, there's a fluff there from where I've just been wiping my nail. Always apply gel polish as thin as possible. Oh, I knew I was going to do something like that. So yeah, so that's applied really well. So just wipe that bit away. So that's applied really well for a one step, but I think it's going to need a couple of coats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cure that, add another say 2 coats, and then I'm going to come back and show you how to remove it. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, right, so I'm here. So we've got this nail ready for the solution, so I'm just going to come forward a little bit, and what I would recommend you doing is just giving it a little buff before you put this stuff on. And if you've got a lot of layers on, e-file a bit of it down, just what I would recommend. So I'm going to just try buffing this down because this only had 2 layers on it, it didn't need any more than that. I'm just going to buff off the top coat because that's what the company recommends as well. So we've got that buffed down. I'm just going to buff it in this corner as well, and down the sides. Okay, so I've had this a few days and it's not dried out, it's absolutely fine. You do have to tip it up a bit though, because it is a gel, so it's going to submerge to the bottom of the container a little bit. And the company said to apply a nice layer and leave for a couple of minutes. If it dries out, add some more. On different gel polishes it's going to act differently, so this has obviously been tested on this. The one step ones, I think it's going to remove it easier because there's less product on the nail. But you'll see me removing my Aimeli gel a bit later on. So we're going to leave this for a couple of minutes, and I'm just going to camera speed this up a little bit. So I'm just going to sit and leave this for a few minutes, and then I'll speed up the camera. Okay, so I can really see this breaking up the polish just here. I hope the camera will pick this up. I hope the camera's picking this up. I'll try and zoom in on it if I can't, but that is working really well with this one step gel. Just a lot how easy that is coming off. And now just here where it's dried out a little bit, just wipe the nail and just pop a little bit more on. Because that's going to happen, it's going to dry out, it's just, that's what will happen. And just pop a little bit on, like that. And then just leave that for a minute and wipe away. If you get anything on your skin, just wipe it off with a lint wipe and some alcohol, because I don't know what it was, but it did irritate me slightly if it got on the skin and it was left. So just get some alcohol, wipe it off, and it's fine. So don't panic if you get it on your skin and it stings slightly. It hasn't left any burns or anything like that. I just think I suffer with sensitive skin, so anything on it, it's going to irritate me, so it may not be the same for everybody. So I can see it's lifted up here. So it has worked really well with the gels. It does work well on Aimeli gels, but you'll see in a minute. And then there's just little bits here, which, you know, you can choose to file off, or you can choose just to pop a bit more on. Being careful not to try and touch the skin where possible. And it says it contains acrylic monomer, so if you're allergic to monomer, it doesn't smell like monomer, it smells quite fragrant, quite sweet. There is no damage to this bottle. I have seen a video where a lady had a damaged bottle or something, but I've had this a while, I've used it a couple of times, and this bottle's not damaged, so I just wanted to point that out, that the container doesn't seem to be damaged, and it's had bits on it here, look, you can see. So I really don't know what happened to her container, but I don't think the product has damaged it, because there's some here on the product here, on the bottle here, and there is no damage to this bottle, so I don't know what happened there. I have had damaged products like that in the past, and it's scary, so the company may need to look into what happened, but I can only speak for myself, and actually I've had no problems with this product, so I would use this again, I would buy it again. So yeah, so that is that really. And now I'm just going to give it a wipe with some alcohol. And it's thoroughly cleaned. So yeah, so I'm really happy with that. So I'm just going to go on to the next part, which is filmed where I use this on some Aimeli gel polish, and then I'll meet you back at the end. I have a little piece of cotton wool with some alcohol on it, because if you get it on your fingers or anything like that, just give it a wipe. You never know, do you? Now I just touched my fingers with it, so just give it a little wipe. You just never know what it is if it's bubbling up gel polish like that. So I've not had a reaction yet, but it's just to be safe. I'm sure it's been tested. So I'm going to pop it on one more nail. And I'm just making sure just down the edges. So we're just going to leave that like that. I'm just going to wipe around my skin just to make sure I don't have any on it. Probably just being extra here, but I have sensitive skin, so. But so far this seems to be fine. My nails don't look damaged where I've had it on. It seems to be bubbling up pretty quickly. And this was about 3 coats of gel polish, and I've just buffed it down to probably about a layer or something, plus your base coat. I personally think just buff off the top coat, any decals or any art you might have or any glitter, buff that off, or use your e-file, get it down to a thin layer that you really wouldn't want to e-file on, and then use it. That's what I would do with it personally. Or get your hand file and just buff your top coat off in your decals and that sort of thing, and then put it on. That's just what I would do. And I've got this tool here. I'm just going to leave it a little bit longer and just see if it's starting to lift, and it is. And that is in real time. And if it's not lifting, just leave it. Just take away what is. Just like any removal of gel products. And then I'll probably just put a little bit more on, because it's like acetone. If it dries up, it will stop working. But like I say, it does say it contains acrylic monomer, so if you're allergic to anything like that, don't use this, okay? But it doesn't smell bad. It actually reminds me a bit of like a hair product that I've got, but it's not strong. I can't smell it like from up here. You have to really go to smell it, but it's quite sweet. So it doesn't smell toxic or anything. But yeah, so far I've been really happy with it. I'm removing this because I have a new polygel kit that I want to try out, doing a set of short length extensions. So that is why this is coming off. I'm just gliding over this, I'm not forcing it off or anything. Just like any product, you shouldn't force something off the nail. So I'm just going to give it a wipe and then pop a last little bit more on it. Just focus on this side. This side might not have had enough product on it, that's probably why it's not lifting up as well. So I'm just focusing on the little bits that are left. And then that's it for this video. I'll remove the rest off and time it and tell you how long it took me. I'll be honest. And I'm just wiping my skin just to make sure. But my skin isn't stinging, so there's nothing wrong. My skin doesn't feel bad. My nails don't feel sore. So yeah, overall, I would use this. Yeah, I think it's perfect for gel users. I'm not sure about using it on polygel simply because I think it will damage it. I have done another video where I had some polygel on. I've got to edit it because I've not been very well, and it did damage the polygel, so I ended up having to remove the thin layer that was underneath. So yeah, I wouldn't use it on polygel. I think I'm going to call this a day, but you can see it's working. And I'm probably just going to put a little bit more on this area off camera and down there, but overall I think it's worked. You've seen it working, you don't need me to continue to do the same thing. It has worked. There is no damage to my nail. It's lifted everything off. You just got to keep reapplying it on some little bits in the corners and stuff like that. But overall, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's worked fine for me. It's took everything away, including the base coat. The nails feel healthy. They don't feel dry or damaged. They're not hurting me. Yeah, big thumbs up. I like it. I like it. I would buy this again to use when I'm just wearing gel polish, for sure. For sure, I do like it. So that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. I'll pop the link for this in the description box. And that is it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day. Bye.